All right, I want to share this with you guys. The picks we put out today, the Braves, Yankees, White Sox, Cubs, and then we had two picks courtesy of Kayla Deco Talker, Mystic's Dream. And I wanted to share this with you guys because the Braves didn't come through today. And there's a lot of people saying, or pouting about the fact that, they lose 1 day or 2 days or 3 days or 4 days. Yeah, you don't always win every day, but when you get cash days is when these picks come through. But if you go back and look, and I encourage you guys to go back and look, because you got every post on the Patreon, and you can go back and look and do the percentages, which I've done, and there's a high percentage over here of winning, so we get a lot of W's here. And there's a lot of people that leave comments, or they'll drop out of the Patreon just because they take a loss and they don't know how to take a loss, because in order to win you got to learn how to lose. And I've said this plenty of times before, but I wanted to share this with you guys because we had several parlays today, which is not a lot of money that we put out, that if they did come through, which the Braves were the ones that didn't come through, but if the Braves came through, then it'd be a huge cash day. I'm talking thousands of dollars. But what we're doing over here is we're getting W's, and I got two specific tiers. First tier is for people that can take the picks and do what they want with them, structure them the way they want, and it doesn't necessarily mean you got to take every pick. You do it your way. And the only reason I started a Patreon is because I was giving out free picks on my YouTube channel on Truth Over Fear. And the only reason I started is because people started saying, "Where's your Patreon? Why don't you start a Patreon?" This and that. So the only reason we've been doing this. I've been winning way before I had the Patreon. I honestly, the Patreon can become a headache. I'm trying to, cater to you guys and help you win as well. But we've been winning way before I've had the Patreon. So just want to point out the people that cry about losing. It's like, when you're crying about losing, you're losing anyways. So I've been winning thanks to Zach. And there's no crying here. There's no crying in baseball. So thank you, Zach. So same way you do it your way, the same way I do it my way on the second tier. And I give you what I'm doing. But the Braves didn't come through. But every other pick that we put out did, besides the Braves. And then the two picks that Caleb put out as well, they came through. And once I noticed that the Braves were pretty much not going to come through, in the moment I said, all right, how can I figure out how to get some losses back and make some profit? So there was 3 straight bets that I did. It was the Cubs, the Athletics, and then the Dream. And as you could see, that's over $800, which again, picking up losses and profit and moving forward. But this is what we're doing over here. We're picking up these dubs. And like I said, if you want to go back, be my guest. But the winning percentage over here is high. And it's just annoying when people pout and they drop out of the Patreon because they can't accept the loss. And they want to cancel and then leave comments after the fact. And there's several people, I'm not going to name any names because I didn't go to prison for telling. But I'm trying to be as transparent with you guys as possible. When you get people leaving comments like, "Oh, you're on the right track, and you're doing everything right, but let me help you with what you're doing," and it's like, well, where's your Patreon? Why don't you put a Patreon out then? If you see what I'm doing and you're saying that you could help me just win, then I'll subscribe to your Patreon. Put it out there, because I get several comments all the time on people saying the same thing. And it's like, well, so what? You're just here to see if maybe 1 or 2 days you could win, and if not, you want to drop out, but then you want to leave comments and say, hey, I could help you win more. It's like, well, help me win more then. Start your own Patreon. I'll subscribe to it. I'm subscribed to several people's Patreons. And let's see how you do. So those are the types of things I don't appreciate, but what I do appreciate is the high percentage winning rate that we have here. And today, the Braves didn't come in. And if they did, it would have been several $1,000s. So, that's what the upper tier is for. If you're able to afford that type of money on different type of structured parlays, then you're gonna hit. But also on the 3 straight bets that I did, I can't always go into the Patreon in the moment when I'm putting these straight bets, because there's not enough time. And there has been times where I have posted live bets for you guys to go ahead and do. I don't know if you guys take them or not. I don't get a lot of comments. I get some comments saying, hey, thank you, Leo, I won today, I cashed on this and that, but I don't always have time to go in and post after the fact. When I noticed the Braves weren't going to come through, I said, all right, how can I make some money and pick up some losses? So that's what I did. Put some straight bets in, and they came through. 307, 315, and 212. That's what we're doing over here. And if you don't, have that type of money, you don't have to bet as much on all these parlays. You can do it. And for instance, if these are $25 parlays each, 9 parlays or 5 parlays, you could do $10. Doesn't mean you're going to win as much, but you're still winning. The point here is to win, not to pout and cry when you don't, because you're not always going to win here. And the fact is that when I lose, then you're losing too. Or there's people that are winning when I don't, but I don't go and cry about it. So that type of shit's annoying. You can miss me with all that shit. But I just wanted to share this with you guys, because feel free to go look at the winning percentage and the picks putting out, because a lot of the underdogs we put out are coming through. Those are the hardest to get. It's easy to put favored teams to win because they're favored to win anyways. But on this one, the Braves didn't come through and they were favored. But the underdogs did. So I wanted to share this with you guys, and I also want to say congratulations to the winners, and I also want to say thank you to all you guys that continue to support without pouting or crying about it. Because if you're going to be gambling, you can't be crying, and if you don't know how to lose, then you're never going to know how to win. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And if you're new to this, you can type in GemBets Win into the Patreon and come join us. And then big ups to the people that are winning on the first tier. I get a lot of comments from you guys saying, hey, thank you, and I cashed today and this and that. But just wanted to point a couple of things out and share this with you guys, and I appreciate all the support. And let's just keep moving forward. And like I've always said, when you don't win, you can still pick up losses and you can still pick up profit. So GemBets Win, and we will see what happens tomorrow. All-Star Game, Home Run Derby. We'll see if we can see anything with that. So again, thank you guys, and we will see what happens.